always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between a tackle box. They can take it outside. They can catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible. Just let him go to work.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority.
Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Yeah, the receiver.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The play action fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Boyd. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, West Virginia.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. On the ground, it's Booker. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The Mountaineers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone.
First down, West Virginia.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Booker. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has been a wall. -1, -1. Now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's it, caught. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. It's caught. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Handoff to the single back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. 3rd down coming, and the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Irish! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 10 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick release by the QB. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the option. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
West Virginia.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wideout. Creates a little room. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. To the air, it's Boyd. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Oh, they're after him. Working that left side now. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Sends it back in motion. Quick completion to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. To the air on second down. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
West Virginia has it in the offense. offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Back to pass on second down. Got his man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Riddick. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. To the air. It's Boyd. Trying to set up the screen. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Complete. At the 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ramsey.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Gets it out quickly.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Hines is tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Fires to the tight end. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Mountaineers will snap it on first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
First down, West Virginia.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Riddick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
1st down, West Virginia.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds a man in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. Pulls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The running back has it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramsey. On the move at the 30. Still on his feet. He was oh so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Notre Dame 28, West Virginia 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Boyd. He'll get rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackle.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Using the quick game. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. 1st down here for the offense.
West Virginia.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With the clock running, this should be the final play. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, This team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.